I'm Dr. Indu Mahajan. I'm a gynecologist by profession from King George's Medical University, Lucknow. So आज हमारे साथ हैं डेंटल सर्जन डॉक्टर तनु महाजन, लेकिन शी इज़ अ डॉटर ऑल्सो एंड शी इज़ today I'm the one who will be questioned. So
hello everyone, this is Dr. Tanu Mahajan. So I'm a younger daughter of Dr. Indu Mahajan and I have just completed my MDS, Masters in Dental Surgery last year in endodontics. I'm a root canal specialist. So today I'm going to be taking interview of my mother, and so let's start. Okay, so it's going to be interesting, you know, having a mother who's a gynecologist, and so it's really a boon for me because most of the teenage girls, they are not able to, you know, solve, ask their problems.
Yeah.
And I have a gynecologist, so you know, most of my friends are like, you know, can I come to your mom for help? You know, I want to ask her regarding, you know, something.
they are most welcome.
Yeah,
and they can
definitely.
come
Yeah.
anytime.
So let's start the interview. So my first question, mom, is so when should, you know, a girl start visiting and how often
to home.
to a gynecologist? That is you, and she's perfect. Let me tell you.
Okay, thank you so much. And what I should suggest that whenever she gets her first period, that is menstrual period, she should visit the gynecologist with her mom, because you know it will make a sort of confidence in her that she is her mom's gynecologist, so she'll be good. And that way it is very comfortable also, and the apprehension and the stress and tension the teenagers take, that how will we go to gynecologist,
Yeah, so
that will be over. So I think that will be very good. And if she misses like this opportunity, then she should come around 16 to 18 years for sure,
Yeah.
at least once, to a gynecologist.
Okay. So my next question is, what if, you know, if any girl, or if I miss a period, then what should I do? Should I consult my gynecologist, or you know what would you
Yes,
suggest?
you have to go to a gynecologist only. Don't go to Google or go to any one of your friends. But first come to a gynecologist, and if you have missed your period, first of all, the first diagnosis is pregnancy, so you have to do the urine test for pregnancy, and if it's positive, then she will take care of it. Or if it is not, the pregnancy test is negative, then we have to think over hormonal imbalance, that may be PCOD or thyroid problem, or it might be some chronic infection like tuberculosis and all. In later part, it sometimes do cause this missing period or prolonged period.
It's a very common disease, you know, like missing period, and lots of, you know, my friends, they ask me, you know, what to do. So usually I used to consult you, I still remember, in school, during my teenage time. Yeah. Now I'm going to ask you about a very interesting disease. What is endometriosis? Because many people are ignorant about it. So you know, I want you to tell the audience about endometriosis, because most of the gynecologists have not seen much videos of endometriosis, and it's actually a very severe disease. So I want you to, you know, address our audience what is it, and what are, you know, the precautions to be taken, as it's really severe.
Okay, so see, teenager girls or girls in general, they come with the complaint of irregular periods or dysmenorrhea, that is the painful period. And if it is painful period, she has to consult a gynecologist. And the first diagnosis usually come after the sonography, ultrasonography, is the endometriosis. And what is endometriosis is, you know, the inner lining of uterus is known as endometrium.
Yeah.
And sometimes what happens, that this endometrial cells, they start growing at other places in the body, like on ovaries usually it comes. So it forms chocolate cyst, and usually it is bilateral. That is very sad, because when there are big large chocolate cysts, you have to get it operated, and so the chances of fertility becomes very less. So be careful. If you have painful periods, go to a doctor, consult her, and then only you can be saved.
So what, like, if a female is suffering from endometriosis, so is it difficult for her to conceive?
Yes,
Or
it's very difficult.
treatable, or
It's
can be
treatable, but it's a I would say it's a 70-30 call, because it's very difficult to treat. Only 30% females get a baby.
Okay. So now, I want you to address our audience and educate them, how to maintain hygiene in the area, in the
The private parts.
private parts.
It's
yes.
a very
Because
good
important.
question, and a very this thing, because first of all, I would say everybody should take bath. At least all girls, all females should take bath daily. First of all, and you have to clean it with soap and water. No wash, no we wash, or so many washes. Like
right.
girls come that I'm using this. This is all right or not. So I would suggest you don't need it, because if you have any chronic infection, then it's okay. Then your doctor will advise a wash, and washes are there only to change the pH of that flora, of that vagina. But normally it is not needed. So you just keep it clean, take daily bath, and then you just frequent change your undergarments, and that is all, I suppose. It will do the all the
Needful.
privately, all the needful. Yes.
Right. Yes, that is really important. So, other thing is, like, the last question I would like to ask is, what are tampons?
Okay.
So what are that? I don't know. I've heard it like.
Okay.
many
So actually,
places.
tampons and pads. What we use during menstruation is pads.
Pads, yes.
Pads or
Yeah, even I'm
tampons.
using that.
Tampons are very small, rounded and tubular structures that are placed inside the vagina.
Okay.
And this is usually for the people who are swimmers, or who are skaters, or people like that,
Who are
because they
into
can't.
sports.
Yeah, they can't sports, because they can't use pads that time. They have to wear that skinny sort of clothes, so
Right,
it's
right.
very difficult for them. So they use tampons. Tampons can be used by anybody, but I would suggest, because tampon using is very tricky. Sometimes what happens that people forget, and they put tampons, and then they forget, and after 2 or 3 days they smell and all, and sometimes infection is so severe that it goes to bloodstream, and there is septic shock and all. So there are very few cases reported like that, but even then they are there. So be careful if you are using tampons. You have to take care of your hygiene very properly. Otherwise, don't use tampons. Okay. Only use during emergency, like if you have to go for a sport, or this thing, or a party, or something like that.
So
Then
they are
you
like-
can come and just take it off.
And it has the same rule as the pad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same.
Okay.
No, not as different.
Okay.
So it was a good talk with my daughter.
Yeah, even I got so much, to learn from her.
Yeah. So I think we will continue this thing, and you do keep writing. How do you feel? Like, should we talk
About, what other topics.
what other topics? Yes. And we will continue this. Thank you so much.
So much. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you.